What is up, guys? Start of day 3. We are in Wyoming, and mosquitoes are trying to kill me, but bikes are doing fantastic. We had this beautiful little cabin here. You guys can see in the clips, but you can check that out. Isn't that nice? It's like 46 degrees this morning. It got cold last night. I don't know what it got down to, but we're here for it, you know? No bears yet. It's pretty, man. It's gonna be a good start to the day. You know, hit up Yellowstone and hopefully get a lot of good visuals in. Should be a great time, and I'm here for every second of it. All right, guys. Well, YouTube, as you could see there, it was a beautiful morning in Moran, Wyoming. I don't know if you guys caught the last episode, but it ends with us getting to the cabin, showing off the cabin a little bit, and a very tired bearded bobber talking about not knowing where the hell he's at. I couldn't get it through my head at the time. Like, it just kept coming back to Monroe. I kept messing up the name. But it was Moran, Wyoming, and these cabins were absolutely awesome. Besides the mosquitoes, which were trying to eat me alive when we got there. We do head from here into Yellowstone. It was so one of the big things on our trip is most of the days averaged about 400 miles. Day 1 was 656, day 2 was 457, and this is day 3 on our way to Sturgis. And it was like a 260 mile day, I think, at the end of it. So we had our time to go through not only Yellowstone, but Highway 296. And you see a tired bearded bobber again at the end of this. But man, it was a beautiful road. We actually ended up going through Montana for like 10 miles. It was an adventure, to say the least. But one of the things also, while we were in the cabin, is I figured out how to use my mic on the GoPro Hero 8. So here's some of that. Oh, I know I saw another one. Clean. Oh. And people ask, why are you going to Sturgis? It's not just Sturgis. It's this. I didn't take my phone off the thing. Look how still that water is. And we were not the only Indians going into Yellowstone at the time. We thought that was really cool. These guys passed us, we passed them. It was like a back and forth, but it looks like they got the better shot than we did on this trip. But as you can see, that was total gold of me on the mic in the moment. I'm just totally kidding. But we do get some more of the excitement and the adventure. I have a lot of things in the works for changing up stuff with camera settings. I don't know how much that's going to change. We're going to see, you know, it's all part of the game, but here's more of that gold. You guys are on bikes? We're on bikes too. They can't hear over ours though. Loud fuckers. Michigan? Or Michigan? Ugh. Motorcycle's $30. Okay. What the hell? Alright.
We're in Yellowstone!
So as you can see, there's a lot of crazy little things that happen in the moment, and that's just one of them, especially when you're on the comms with somebody for days on end. Thankfully, it was somebody that can put up with me, and I could put up with him. We got the Dazzle Rebel on the Apple CarPlay for the Indian Challenger. It was great to have Dazzle on my radio. If you guys haven't checked out his album or his Instagram for your Dazzle Rebel music, you guys definitely need to do that. His album is dropping in less than a month, if I remember correctly. Dazzle, if you're in the audience with us today, you can go and let us know that. But I couldn't ask for better sights on this trip. The Yellowstone was absolutely gorgeous, and now going as an adult, there's new things that I can appreciate that I may not have appreciated as a child, especially being in the 3rd grade. It's a whole nother world of things that you see, and attention span and all that stuff, and stuff you want to remember, like Mount Rushmore, and that's stuff that we're going to get into later. But this is pretty much me the whole trip.
Oh, fuck yeah. God, I hope that shows up for you guys on the camera. No, but... Oh ho ho! Woo. Damn, that's pretty. Okay, Nevada makes this part worth it. Next time I'm spending the extra time just to come up to your house first, though. Oh man, that was cool. It was going over like a big rock, so the water was just easily like going around it and barely going over it, so it was like real thin. So, oh wow. Oh wow. I want to go on a boat through there, like a raft. Pretty sick. Gorgeous. I just hope I do it justice in the video. GoPro, stop it. I did that just in time with this bridge. It's the water. Look at that. I knew we were coming. A lot of people said they shouldn't go, but I think they're Americans and they had the right to go. go, Jay! That is a big ass lake.
Seeing sites like this are the things that you cannot calculate for on a big road trip. You have these days to get to your destination, but you put different sites along the way, and it's so hard to even calculate. Like our day was only like 260 miles, but we knew we wanted to get to the hotel, get to real food, also just, you know, enjoy the day. 260 miles is still not a slow day, especially when you're spending a few hours of that small amount of miles inside a national park and trying to get through it and everything else, which we do, and we see a lot of things, but we had to make time for Old Faithful and different things like that along the way. So looking back, of course, I wanted to stop and I wanted to see that like big lake and see all the things. You know, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. And gives us more reason to go back and check things out. Also, there's this popping on that GoPro Hero 8 with the mod case that I'm not caring for right now. But hopefully you guys get through it and enjoy Old Faithful.
It bubbled up a couple times.
Whichever one that is back there.
It's gone off it's gone off like twice already.
What we could do is you could sit here until it starts. You could sit with your legs hanging.
Oh.
Oh, there it goes, just in time, Zach. We got here just in time, didn't we? Whoa! You can go wherever you like.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it did go up into the sky.
That's cool.
Airdrop me all of it. Airdrop me all of it. Everyone on the airdrop me all of it.
We timed that right, didn't we? Oh, there it goes. You can hear it.
Look, it's a hot tub. I think it's a little too hot.
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious how hot it gets.
That's on the map. They don't know what it's means.
I had to close my visor, it's getting too much wind.
Biscuit Basin.
It looks good, man. Park the bikes right on it. Oh, there's that crazy van.
As you can see, just some of these sites were absolutely breathtaking. It was really cool getting to see Old Faithful and going for a walk around and looking at the hot springs and how the water flows. And I had to look up. I didn't realize how. I knew, like, I was like, oh, those are gonna be really hot. Like, just looking at them, you know, it's very inviting, but very dangerous. Looking it up, it was 456 degrees is what the internet says that they can reach up to in Yellowstone for the hot springs. Whew. Man, that's some crazy numbers. But we had fun walking around, checking out the sights, and you know, basking in the experience that is Old Faithful. But these rides were just, it's hard to get enough footage to show this off. You know, it looks like you could fill up your SD cards and get more SD cards and fill them up, and get more SD cards and fill them up, and still just not have enough to show this off. So if you guys ever have the chance, I highly recommend going through here. Two wheels or not, I think two wheels is definitely an experience that you can't put into words. I've had people ask, you know, what riding means to you, or this and that. I really don't feel like there's words that can be put into something, an experience like this. The road trip with the two wheels, the therapy that comes with it. You hear the two-wheel therapy, you know. For me, before I was into motorcycles, it was four-wheel therapy. You know, my hot rod or whatever, but getting out on the open road and going for a cruise. My brother lives like about 300 miles away. So sometimes it would be just a day trip out to him. It'd be that, like, let's get on the road, let's just get out of this normalcy, like this funk. And here we are in 2020, wanting that normal, you know. Right there, Meatball was pointing out a cave to me, and at some point right here, I think I started singing Around the River Bend, you know, so Disney can take the couple cents a month I make off of YouTube videos. But just this right here, seeing this river and following it, you can see I just kept wanting to have the camera on. And of course, that doesn't really make for a good video except for me, so I still have the footage. But you're just going and going and going, and
I saw that bend coming up, like, and all I could think is just around the river bend. Fucking Disney's like, and your money's mine. Oh wow.
you know, for people around the city, and I'm mainly city, these are some sights that you don't get to see as a regular basis, and some people do. Unfortunately, they also get the snow that comes with it. So, take away some of the views, and I don't have snow, like, it's a give and take. But, man, what an absolute blast it was going through here. Alright, and speaking of beautiful sights, while I have you guys looking at beautiful sights, we're going to talk about some of the sights I wasn't able to grab on camera from this day. Now, here shortly coming up, you're going to see myself, Bearded, and Meatball, the Bearded Meatball show off the side of the road. We were trying to figure out the map and trying to figure out some things going on, but I'm going to talk about that in person on the video. Right now, I figured instead of doing a little cutaway and talking about the amazing stuff, let's show you amazing stuff while we do it. Here you got beautiful canyon sights. Now, this day was fantastic. Now, we had Yellowstone, which was absolutely gorgeous to go through. We had that first part of the river. We were leaving Moran, Wyoming. We had the night before was like the Grand Tetons we had passed. There was all these beautiful things. One of my favorite parts of this entire trip, when I talk about it at the end of the video, was I believe it's Highway 296. Tired bearded bobber at the end of the video hopefully will confirm that. But I didn't get to have that on video because coming up we hit hail and rain and all this stuff coming up. Now, unfortunately, my main go-to camera right now for the helmet is the GoPro Hero 8 with the mod case. Now, once you add that mod case on there, it is no longer waterproof. So, having the mic set up with a GoPro Hero 8 on the helmet was a no-go. And we hadn't fully stopped over, so I couldn't unpack my bag, grab my GoPro Hero 7, and put that on my helmet. We were on the go, covered in hail, nowhere really to park. We ended up passing a gas station where all the other bikers were parked under. I'm getting hailed on. Meatball's not believing that it's hail. If you watch his video, he is talking, you can hear him talking to me. And he's like, that's not hail. And on my thing, I'm like, dude, I'm getting hit with the fucking arms and my pants are covered in ice. This is it. This is here. It's happening. He looks down and he sees he's got a slushy situation going on as well. So I couldn't have my GoPro on at that moment. I had taken off my helmet and stuffed it in my little cubby, pulled my phone out of my pocket, at the time was out in my pocket, and put it in the little cubby as well, just to get him away from water. My phone probably would have dealt, but it does have a crack on the screen. Unfortunately, I dropped it on this trip, and kind of hard too, but luckily enough I found it on the side of the road, so we're good. That all being said, these things had to be put away, and we weren't in the rain too long, but it was still one of those things. These items had to be protected, and it wasn't terrible, but we did miss, you know, these things, and since we were on the go, it just kind of, sometimes the road just kind of takes over. So you can go see these on Meatball's channel. He did get to get all the footage of the buffalo and all that fun stuff, which I didn't get to, but there was a lot of them. Meatball and I being on loud bikes, we were also just trying to get out of the way, since we had heard a lot of stories about them coming after motorcycles. So people stopping on the road, taking pictures. We were just trying to get out of there. But unfortunately, I didn't get video of the highway I was talking about, these beautiful little curves, this big, beautiful, like valley, mountain range. It was absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately, I didn't get those, but that's the same thing I was saying earlier. Another reason to get back up there and check it out. Have you guys ever seen those adventure books, Make Your Own Ending? This is that part of the video. Right now, this way to Cody, Wyoming. Montana's that way?
Yeah.
So we're right on the border of Montana. And other than that, we have to go all the way back through Yellowstone to get to our hotel. 18 miles that way, the road may not continue. It may still be closed. One of the old ass signs in town says it's closed, but we don't know what that means. So we're gonna go ahead and take the risk.
Roll the dice.
You guys will find out what happened, or we'll lie to you. It's video, so whatever. You'll see. Ready?
Yep.
This is day 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're coming to a wrap on day 3. Meatball and I are in the hotel room, and we just totally got fat because we didn't really get to eat last night. After we thought we were going to be able to go get dinner, we had jerky and pretzels and junk food for dinner. But we were able to have what's Bubba's Barbecue?
Yeah, Bubba's
Barbecue in where the fuck are we? Cody, Wyoming.
Yep.
It was at our parking lot, so we were able to just walk over there, and they got us in. It was like a 40-minute wait because they're doing all the craziness, but good barbecue, good service. We had a good time, and I feel full and tired. We only did like 260 miles today, but it was an epic 260 miles with all the stuff you guys saw with Yellowstone. Just great. We ran into traffic, and then I ended up putting my GoPro away after the risk that I was telling you guys, which totally paid off. We went down and got out the northeast exit of Yellowstone, went through like the corner of Montana, and then Highway 296, which was absolutely gorgeous, nice, tight technical turns that just were a lot of like fun. Like it was slow stuff, but just really good. We saw bison and got hailed on and all that fun stuff. So, you know, we've kind of had the full adventure of what we've heard about going to Sturgis. How close were the bison?
50 feet.
Yeah. And there was a shit ton of them.
They're big.
Yeah. Everywhere. Just insane. I don't know if the name Tatanka matches anymore because nowhere near the size of one of those. But we had a good trip. Ran into cows also that were getting migrated down the road. Apparently they have the right of way with the cowboys and all the craziness that's out here in the middle, which a lot of people don't believe that it's still happening, and totally is, because that's where your burgers come from. If you're not vegan, I don't know. Sorry for vegan people. You guys get to live the healthy life. But we are at the end of day 3. Epic. If you're ever in this way, the 296, I highly recommend. That was a very, very fun road. Now we're just gonna chill out, pass out, and wake up tomorrow to head to Lead, South Dakota, so we can get our party on with the Indian motorcycle world and support MVC people. It should be a blast, and I can't wait to show all that stuff to you guys in the footage. All right, stay safe, you guys. Stay classy, and yeah, just have a good one. We head into Lead, South Dakota today. We're leaving Cody, Wyoming. Nice little American lodge. And Bubba's Barbecue is right there in the parking lot. It was really good last night, like I was telling you guys already. Like 10 Sleep is the city we were just in. I mean, look at that though. We were just riding through there. It's closed.
They wouldn't let me go across either. And then I realized why.